Algebra 2, this is Chapter 4, Section 5. We're doing a determinant of a 3 by 3, and we're going to use minors. There's going to be two different methods. We're going to use minors and diagonals. And you can pick which method you like best, but you'll end up having to know both methods just to make sure that you can do them. So this gets a little confusing, so hang on to your hat. Let's see how well I can explain this. If I take and draw a line through the first row, first column, okay, then this is considered to be the minor of A1 is what's left. So the minor of A1 is going to be equal to this B2, C2, B3, C3 matrix. Okay? I can do this again. Let me grab and pull that off of there. And I can find the minor if I cross out column 2, row 1, column 2. That's going to be the minor, M-I-N, minor of B1. The minor of B1 is going to be equal to what's left. So I've got A2 and A3, C2 and C3. A2 and A3, C2 and C3. So that's the minor of that one. I can do that one more time, pull that off. Oops, I need to expand my page. Pull that down here. And cross out the first row and the third column. And this matrix that's left is going to be the minor. The minor of C1 is going to be equal to the A2, A3, B2, B3. And that's pretty much all there is for minors. Let me show you how that actually works. Let's go to the next slide and again revisit with you. So if I cross out first row, first column, here's your minor. It's the part that's left right here. If I cross out first row, second column, I have my 2, 3, and my 2, 3, and that's what's left over here. If I cross out my first row and third column, I have my A's and my B's, and that's my minor. So hopefully you understand what a minor is. And you're going, but why in the world would I ever need this? Well, again, you need to get through all the how do you find it before we can get to the what you're going to use it for. And to find the determinant of a 3 by 3, you're going to take the A1 times its minor minus the B1 times its minor plus the C1 times its minor. Okay, so this is C1, and you're going to multiply this number times that matrix. This is B1, you're going to multiply this one times that matrix. And here is your A1, you're going to multiply that one times the determinant of that matrix. So you're going to find determinants and multiply it by its minor element. And so here is your formula down at the bottom, and I've kind of got it a little bit better over here. So again, you've got your A times your EFHI. Then you're going to take your B times your determinant of D, G, and FI. Oops. And then you're going to take C times this D, E, G, H. Just make sure you know that it's minus here, and it's plus there, and it's the minor of A minus the minor of B plus the minor of C. So if you need to pause and write that formula down, that would be a good idea, because I'm about ready to go into an example of actually finding the determinant of a 3 by 3. Okay, so to find the determinant of a 3 by 3, I am going to take my 1, right, my 1 times the determinant of minor. So that's -1, -2, 3, -3. And these are just awfully long problems. If you haven't figured it out, we're going to be doing this a very long time. Let me get rid of my red here. And then I'm going to go grab green. So then I'm going to take minus 0 times, and that's going to be the 2, 4, and the 3, negative 3. And then I'm going to do my blue. And there's my minor. So it's going to be plus a negative 1 times 2, negative 1, 4, negative 2. And these are determinants, not matrices. So I've got to find the determinant of these things now. So I'm going to go back to my red, and it's going to be 1 times the determinant of this. Well, 1 times anything is itself, so it's just going to be the negative 1 times negative 3 minus the negative 2 times 3. Remember, we take the diagonals and you subtract the diagonals when you multiply them. Then we're going to subtract 0 times some stuff, so that's just going to be 0. And then I'm going to add a negative 1 times its determinant, so that's going to be 2 times negative 2 minus 4 times negative 1. Okay, so let me go back to the red one. Negative 1 times 3, negative 3 is a positive 3. And then this is going to be negative 6, so plus 6. So that's going to be a 9. The green's just going to be 0 and drop out, so I can go to my blue. And this is going to be a negative 4. And this is going to be plus 4. So that's going to be 0. So my answer should just be 0, right? Because it's going to be minus this 0 and then plus this 0. And so my answer is just 9. The determinant of that 3 by 3 is 9. Again, hold on to it for a while, absorb how to find the determinant, and then I'll discuss how we're using determinants here in the next lesson or so.